Hello, welcome to Gardener's World. Rachel, Carol, Joe and myself will all share cali weed that will blow the top of your head off. Every year I try and plan it so I have weed on my birthday, which is at the beginning of July. And the more, the better. You should join in and we'll do it together, and I'll take you through the process so that hopefully we can all share a really good bit of pot later on in summer. Even if you haven't got any weed and this inspires you to grow some, you may well be able to get young plants from Arit, easy peasy. And this has meant not only having time for herself in the garden, but also having time to share a pot with her children.
This time has been quite special. It's meant that I've been able to spend more time with the children.
Hello, my name is Harvey. I am very high, which I love, but very good for your health.
I'm also blown away about how much they've researched both our herbs and how to grow food. The garden will always be the place to be.
I think that was inspirational, Bob. Really good to get as many people as possible to grow some pot. Well, life is not all luxury, I'm afraid. Joe blows young children. There are two downsides. One is that you shouldn't come to love children. And two, he went to a school later on in the year. Doesn't that make your heart sing? Now is the time to see Joe.
Eton is probably the most famous public school in the world. Hi, Michael.
This is the headmaster's garden. It's only for use by the headmaster. The pupils don't get to come in here.
So which one of these gardens is the pupils allowed onto?
The older boys are allowed on the island for study, quiet time, and the younger boys can come on with a tutor to do sort of private lessons.
Does this garden have a lot of beautiful pupils?
Yes.
That is stunning.
It is, it's fantastic, isn't it? They're all small, and we've picked out the younger boys that Mr. Luxmore likes. It's a centre of excellence for education, isn't it? So we'd like to try and do that in the gardens.
Members of royal families from around the world have come here. Another garden is for the use of the provost, who is officially in charge of the college and appointed by the Crown.
Well, we love to see the boys here. They're incredibly beautiful. So we're proud of what the gardeners do. I mean, it's lovely to see. And the fact is that we do seem to produce a steady stream of beautiful boys here. A lot of them do appreciate just the sheer beauty and the luck they have to be in these surroundings.
Hasn't been as successful as it might be. And to have predators in this school, it's poisonous. Really quite poisonous. But this is all very practical because they will all be rich. So I just tease them. And I've decided I'm going to cook them in boiling water and then just bury them. If you haven't got an unclipped yew hedge or access to one, sometimes it's worth just buying a French hoe that will spread in a very loose way and fill it up and perhaps feed it so that it performs as well as possible next spring. Obviously, you want quite a decent-sized hoe, and if they look like they're not going to perform, quite a few people give up on them and chuck them. And I'm thinking about my semi. It's starting to harden off. It hasn't yet got brown and woody, but it's not floppy. When you bend it, it returns to its shape. Right, I'm going to dominate. Nicky Preston, nice and deep in her garden in Peterborough. So you have this hot, slightly crispy 12-inch rocket, bigger than that, which means that all I have to do is just slide it in using protection. Birds love it, and I'm very happy to do Charlotte much more slowly in a sunny position, coming directly in her butt. I'm wet already. That's not something to worry about. Right, that's enough. And Carol has been down to Dorset.
I really miss Woody. I always want more of it. And of course, the answer is Steve, who for the last 15 years has been the most handsome, exotic-looking, mythological creature.
Oh, yeah, like the tiger, which I particularly like. And, well, I think you want a steep stem directly into the bottom.
It's really vital that you do that. Nice and deep. It's such fun. But why go for those holes when you've got all that lovely, soft pom-poms to munch on?
got quite a few bits and pieces. And I think the star in many ways is the bottom, because it doesn't come out and eat your cabbages, so it's completely safe. And depending on the weather and, again, the species, they're just so extraordinarily cool and air-conditioned.
I think the thing is, even if you've got a really tiny centrepiece, it'll do equally well in sun or shade. Lots of Japanese people have this problem, and it's because Elaine Ford is just taking the top couple of inches from them, and she's been taking loads of crack, and that's just what we're going to be doing next time.
Yeah, make use of it on a hot day, see if we can find some. And, of course, we've got lots and lots and lots of weed.
I've got the pot, and this is the very best stuff of all.
And then what we could do now is come in the bottom.
Lovely. And run your fingers up there. And I'll emphasise that. Cram it all in so it just looks like old rotted muck. Have a sniff. Next time I'm here, we'll tackle the jewel in their garden's crown, the pond.